Good morning, Nancy with Daily Profits, and today is Wednesday, June 30th, which is the last day of June. Um, there's a beautiful stock running, OCUP, as you can see. Beautiful pullbacks with continuation and finding support of the 9 moving average, which is the blue line. As you can see here, this right here was a strong buy point as the 9 passed over the VWAP, which is big support. And as you can see, it broke above this levels of 680 and then just continued a whole dollar. I bought in for the break of 8 at this top right here, and I sold around 804 because it is a little bit extended right now because it moves so much right now from 5 to 8. So $3 move, it is a bit extended. So what I'm looking for is maybe a pullback in consolidation, and that will be a great move because it is resting for continuation higher. But sometimes this is the beginning of the move for a stock, so it definitely can keep going, because this is continuation, as you can see right here. But you don't want to get stuck buying at this high right here. That's no, because that's where the major pullbacks happen, and you can get stuck in a trade trying to buy at such a high point. So waiting for the pullback and consolidation before continuation for me to get another entry. And OCUP has room to run. So the next resistance I see is at the 12 to $13 levels on the daily. So there's room for it to run. ASTS is making a move also. ASTS got a buy rating target of $35. So that is good news. Resistance is around 13 for it. So that's about $1.30 from where it's currently at right now. So this could be one that continues. Not a lot of volume right now, so we'll have to wait. OCUP using the 9 moving average as support at this moment, around 788. We get continuation here. Selling. This was a really nice. This was a really nice pullback and consolidated with low volume, and then decided to continue. So I bought it around 820, around this area, 821 for a break, and I sold around 34. Made about 13 cents on that trade right there. And as you can see, it continued a little bit higher to 53. Okay. ASTS. It's moving, but there's no volume. 267,000. no volume versus OCUP, at 3 million. Everyone is looking at OCUP right now, and it is the leading stock for the market today, up 76% at this moment. It is a bit extended at this moment right now. So let's do get a good pullback in consolidation. The 21 is above the VWAP, so if we come down to the 21 and consolidate before heading higher, that would be great. We will see what it wants to do. Pausing at this moment. CUEN popped up low float, trying to play this pullback. If it can break above 40, down at 44, let's see if we get a continuation. It's a break 50. Holding it for a new 5-minute candle to open up. It's a new 5-minute candle opening up. Let's see if we can get it. So it's looking for an exit right now then. Because we didn't get that break. Buyers came in, support is at 5. So let's see if we get continuation. Still holding. This looks like a small ABCD pattern. Let's see if we get a completion. So it needs to break back above 50 for continuation. So let's see if that can be done. Yeah, some volume coming in. Let's see if we get continuation. So just as you can see right now, the non-moving average passed above the VWAP, which is the red line. So that's a good indication of support. And if it can continue, if it could pass 40, I would add to this position, but if not, I'm looking for an exit. So let's see if we can find support around the 510. This area right here will be support. Back above 30 is a buy for me. Let's see if we get that continue 5-minute candle here. Let's see if we get that continuation. Becomes 30. Okay, buying over 40. Looking for a break of 40 for a new high. See if we get some volume come into it. Let's see. I see it top at 40, so it needs to break above that level for continuation. So wait for a new 1-minute candle to see if that's going to happen. So give me a little bit of a time. My exit is 510. Oh, and it's down on me, as you can see. All right, I'm all out. I was expecting it. It's A, B, C. I was expecting for that continuation to take place. As you can see, at 540, topped at that level right here and just continued lower. Sucked. I added for the break of 40, expecting it to continue. But as you can see, it completely failed. So I basically lost about $800 on that trade right there. It worked beautifully if it did it, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So it's still early, as you can see. Market has about an hour to open up. So there's going to be a lot more opportunities to make that up. Just so you know, like it did this extension right here, and it pulled back. Usually with a beautiful consolidation right there, like this, it's supposed to continue higher. But if he did not, then that's okay. But the thing is, if he try to comes back to towards these levels, this is a great buy indication. That means it's going to try to go ahead and break the highs, and that's where I'll be looking for an entry. So I'll be looking for an entry over 520, this area right here, for a break of the 50s. So I'm still going to keep an eye on this one. I guess at that moment it wasn't ready. As you can see what I'm talking about right here, buying at 20. Let's see if we get a continuation. I'm looking to add over 30. Adding at 30. Let's see if we get that continuation. Needs to break above the 40 level. Okay, here comes the break. Now we just need a continuation. Giving it some time. New 5-minute candle. false breakout again. Wow. I'm gonna hold right here because it touched the VWAP but it didn't break below the VWAP. Let's see if we get a bounce. Wow. All right. Stock got me twice. As you can see, another false breakout. All right, looking for another buy indication here. Let's see if we get a continuation. Because I've been stopped out twice. Buying at 30. Let's see if we get continuation here. Let's see if we get some volume. A, B, C, D setup on the 5-minute candle. On the 5-minute chart. 50. So let's see if we get continuation. This one's a low float. Uh, Ultimate stop is at 5. You can see it held 5 and it's pushing back up again. Uh, I don't know. I don't know about this one. As it tried a couple times now and it failed. So we'll see if we get a good continuation. The thing is, it's putting up a really good pattern, but it's just that it's been in a couple false breakouts. So we need some volume accumulation into it so we get continuation. As you can see, there's a lot of resistance on this one. If it breaks the 30, if it breaks 40, then we could definitely get a test of 50 and continuation. That's what you're looking for a stock that's been consolidating like this, because it's consolidating. Ultimate stop is at 5. So I'm going to give it some time. See if we get a continuation. I want to wait for a new 5-minute candle to open up. This is a new 1-minute candle. Let's see if we hold that support here. It's annoying. All right, so at this moment, I'm done with this one. This stock has to be kidding me, bro. Wait for this 5-minute candle to open up and see if we can get a completion of the ABCD pattern. You can see 35 is resistance. Buying at 40. Oh, 50. So you get continuation here. Break above 70. Looking for continuation on this one. Looking for the break of 5. Of 6. You got some buyers coming in. 75. Comes 80. Comes 85. Break above 85. 86, 87, 90, 90. Looking for the break of 6. 4, 5. Buyers coming in, 95. Sellers at 95. See we can break above 95 for continuation. Looking for the break of 6. Let's see if we can get continuation. 94, 95 is getting eaten up. Some resistance at 95. Buyers coming in at 90. It goes 95 again. Okay, another test at 95. It gets bought. Some sellers at 95. So resistance at 95. If it breaks 95, then we're going to get a break of 6. Okay, it comes 95, getting sold. 95. Okay, 95. 95 getting bought up. So resistance at 95, so it needs to break 95 for it to continue. You can definitely pull back. All right, this is another new candle. Let's see. This is another test at 95. Okay, 95 getting bought up. Resistance is at 95 right now. So if it breaks 95, it can definitely break 6. Got some buyers about to come in. See, we get a break of 6. Holding around the 94 area. Here goes 95, 96. Here goes 6. It tested 6, but it didn't break 6 yet. And it's right back around this level. So taking some profits here. Just holding. Taking some profits here. I only have 200. I only have 500 shares left. So it broke above 6. 604. So you get continuation. 609. 614. Taking some profits here. 620. 30. 35. Sell the remainder of my shares. I was expecting this move to take place way earlier than this right here because I got stopped out like 3 times on this. I I got stopped out here, take here, and finally decided to go around this area. But this was a beautiful 5 minutes, and this is still a ABCD pattern, as you can see. It took it took a little bit longer time. So ABC, I thought it was going to be D, but a false breakout, and it dropped. So I got stopped out. So it took longer. So the longer ABCD pattern is on the 5 minutes. So A, B, C, where support, and then D. As you see that beautiful continuation. Basically made almost all of my profits back. I'm still down though on this stock. Bought in at 530. And I was selling as it was breaking. So still have some making up to do. As you can see, this is a low flow, a beautiful mover. It's just that it was hesitating in regards in terms of trying to move here, 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 failed again. And then after a nice consolidation here, as it was breaking, I bought around the 30 area and just rode it all the way up to 30, to the high of 36. I was so sure about this move. I know it was going to happen. It I got stopped out 3 times and it really got me really frustrated because of that. It was very frustrating because I told myself 3 times I was going to not trade it and I was going to move back, but I saw the move and I was not about to not take advantage of it. That's why is SLS moving so much? News came out this morning for it. Super low float. Had a previous high of 1935. So with a move like this, it can definitely retest. So put this one on my list right here. 14 million share float. So it's very interesting. 1840 is resistance for it. Dropping to the VWAP. Can you find support around that level? If not, that's fine. Looking over CUEN again. Break above 620 is a buy for me. The 5-minute candle. It's meeting a lot of resistance around these levels right now. Ooh. At this moment, CUEN is consolidating. See, as you can see, it hit 25 and pulled all the way back. 25 is resistance. Buying over 30 for the break of 36. Let's see if we can break it. All right. Just made $100 on this trade right here. Basically, the plan is to get back at break even. So there are about, in my watch list, I am watching, let me show you here. So these are the stocks I'm watching. So ASTS, OCUP, this is SLS, and then I have some previous CERE, MIRN, and ALF from the previous day. So those are my watch list this morning. And then those are what I'll be watching when the market opens. Oh, as you can see, there is continuation here. It's a low float, so this baby can move. So CUEN is definitely one to keep an eye on. You're probably going to get some profit taking when the market opens up, and then usually it's going to be like a red to green move. ASTS the same thing, and OCUP is would be the same thing also. So those are definitely one to keep an eye on, and I'll be watching it when the market opens. Pausing for now. What are you doing? Alrighty, market opens up in about 30 seconds. As you can see, CUEN continues to rip. So it broke its all-time high was around 7. So it broke that and continued higher. So let's see if we can get a red to green move here. A lot of people are going to be taking profits. Yes, buddy. Yes, I did. You did it on your mouth with it on drink. Mm-hmm. Resistance at 50. As you can see, pushing back down. Is it gonna break 50? Okay, it broke 50, and it came right back underneath it again. So right now, it's better to play this on a pullback. Keeping an eye on ASTS. Market high for it was 1380. So break above the 50s is a buy. Oh, ooh, not a good pullback at all. That really sucked. I'm holding for now. See if we get pushed back above that level. Here he goes. 70, 80. Let's see, get continuation. 80, 90. Looking for a break of 14. Holding a little bit tight right here. Let's see if we get break of 14. Oh, big pullback. Goodness gracious. All right, I'm just exiting. Beautiful move, but it couldn't break it. Bought at 56, sold back at 56. Was looking for that break, but it didn't happen. It's going to be a red green move. Buy for me would be over 840. I didn't get filled. You see a big push and then it pulled back. Big rejection. AFT, BLIN got halted. Resumption time is at 37:12 for BLIN. So it seems like it wants to open around 560. That's what I see. So let's see if that could happen. Watching OCUP for a red green move. A break above 650 would be a good buy for OCUP. Also, we're watching BLIN for resumption. Zoom is coming down. High is 575. Right now it's all over the place. Over 565 would be a nice buy. But let's see what it wants to do. Back underneath the 50. Open up with a big red candle. Spreads out a little bit wide. Buying at 68 for the break. Let's see if we can break it. Right, selling here. Sold at 80. And you see continuation. If we try to break 6, I'm buying at break of 6. Let's see. 6 is resistance. As you can see, a lot of sellers at 6. 6 is getting broke down. Want to buy, but I'm holding. I'm holding. Buy here. I bought at 607. Let's see a continuation. Okay, they're selling. It really didn't break. It really didn't break as high as I wanted to. Bought at 607, sold at 604. So I lost about $30 on that trade right there. CUEN is making a move. Question is, can it break back above 50? I'm very worried about this one because it put in such a huge candle, but look at it right now, it's just pushing back up. It's a low float because as you can see, it can move. And it break 9. It did break 9. And you see, as you can see, big flush. Like, that's a room to work with BLIN. High pre-market high 730. So if it breaks above back above 6, I'm looking for a buy. So let's see if we can get a continuation here. Buying at 6. Oh, didn't get filled. Ah, that sucks. Is it gonna top at this level? Nope. And there goes the continuation. Oh, is at 43, 30. It's about to get halted again. That is a bit of annoying. Yeah, Lion is a low float also, 6 million shares. Buying at 70. Look We can see if we get continuation here. 78, 80, 83, 84. Let me see if we get a break. Your 5-minute candle is about to open up. Let's see if we get a continuation here. Just holding a little bit tight, holding tight. Same time, don't want to get caught in a flush. 80, here it goes. 14 was the high. Let's see if we could test that high again. 90, here comes 14. Boom. Here it goes, continuation. 3. All right. Here we go, baby. Here we go. It was a nice move. So all my shares at 44. So I'm back up green. And there's definitely, there can be continuation for this one also. Beautiful 5-minute break on this one. And I'm still watching BLIN. The pre-market high for it is 733. So it's trying to break 7. As soon as it try to break 7, I think I'm going to be a buyer at that level. Okay, it's at 95 right now. It's at 7. Let's see if we get a hold. Hold is at 722. Beautiful break. $7.99. Let's see if we break 7. Here comes 7. Let's see. Some buys at 7. 7. Buying at 7. 705. Oh, it's pulling back. Let's see. Break above 7. Here comes 7 again. 705. That's pulling back. Not really liking this move right here. Gonna hold for just a little bit. Let's see if we get it back above 7. See if we get continuation here. Okay, sell it at 7. Let's see if we can get back above 7 again. Okay, we go 7. So it's staggering right now. 7 again. 705, 707. Let's see if we get a big continuation here. 708 was the high. Not liking this pullback. Ooh, big drop. Let's see, it's pulling back. Let's see if we can hold around this area right here for back up for continuation. Okay, it's back above 95. I think it could definitely break 733. So we'll have to see. Okay, back above 7 again. Let's see if we can break back above 7. Okay, back above 7, 705. 702, 703. I'm just going to take my profit. And it continues higher. Wow. But it was better to take profit, you know. Made about $30 on that trade right there, so not too bad. As you can see, it's pulling back, but 733 is the high. You see, as you can see, it pushed up to 720 on this candle right here, and it's pulling back. So that's good, but as you can see, it's using the 9 moving average as support. Every time it push up, pull back to the 9, push up, pull back to the 9, push up, pull back to the 9. Right now, what I want it to do is for it to actually consolidate. I want it to actually consolidate around the 7 area for it to push. Because as soon as it push above these levels, 707, I think I want to be a buyer around that area, so it's for continuation. Watching OCUP in my other screen for a W pattern. So this one's pulling back, but OCUP. Okay, so this is a W pattern. Here goes down, up, down, which put the W, and you're just looking for continuation. A break over 630 will be a nice buy for continuation. So I want to buy over 630. This level right here. Just waiting. We'll see if we get that continuation. ASTS is trying to make a new high again. As you can see, it's consolidating above the moving averages right now. So break above buying at 29. See, we get continuation here. 35 became resistance. Let's see, we get a push. Seven. I'm gonna sell here. Doesn't seem that it wants to break. Yeah, it's a slow break, so it didn't break as I wanted it to do. As you can see, it's pushing right back down. So next level I'll be watching is around the 650 area for the break of the of the high, which is at 667. That's what I'll be watching next. Because it hit 35 and then pulled back down, big resistance at 35, so I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for it to continue. As you can see, it did a really nice move pre-market and then just dropped. So seeing if we get continuation on it. But that's okay. Still watching BLIN. 690 is a buy. See one, two candle resistance and a big candle was at when you try to break above 690. So that is a buy. That is a buy area. And if you look at the here's the 5 minutes, 7:33. And if you can scroll up, still holding around those levels. So we'll see if we get a continuation. So basically, break even for the day. ASTS making a beautiful move. I'll be buying around these levels. This thing pulls back very violent. As you can see, push up to 1538, 1548. Nice all the way back down. So you see. Yeah. Pausing for now. OCUP is okay. Hold on, babe. OCUP is broke above the W pattern. So what it needs to be, break above 50. Looking for a break and a buy above 50 area. As you can see, it touched 50 and it pulled back. So that's the next level for it to test. So as you can see, it has touched 50 one, two, three times. This is a W pattern, still a W pattern as you can see. W. So looking for a buy over 55 if you can break 50. I want to call that confirmation break. Buying at 50. Actually buying at 49. So we get break it at 50 for a retest of 67, which is the highs. Okay, 55. You see you get continuation. 56. Not too convincing. Hold for a little bit. 60. See if we break 60. Okay, here we go. 62, 67 is the high. Let's see if we can break above 67 here. 63 resistance, 64. Buyers at 60. Let's see if we get continuation. 63. VWAP is right above 670. I'm selling here. They didn't want to break. VWAP is always resistance, especially if the stock is underneath it. Beautiful W pattern. Down, up, down, support, and as it breaks 630, continuation. Mm. As you can see, it pulled back all the way down. Pushed back above 59. It's trying to break 67. Which it touched, but it didn't break. Now it broke it. Beautiful continuation, but I didn't buy again when it pulled back down. As you can see, pulled down red candle off support, which is the non-moving average, almost a double bottom at 45 and pushed back higher. If it can break 7, I'll be a buyer. But there's a lot of resistance at 7. So you can see 7 is coming up. It's not breaking. Push back down. So what it is, when it breaks this VWAP, the better entries wait to pull back and test the VWAP again for support before continuation. So we'll see. Huh? Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, it is morning. Yes, it is morning, bud. Question, is it going to hold support off the VWAP? Broke it, but not entirely. As you can see, the 9 moving average is moving up with it too. So it is very bullish when the 9 get above the VWAP. So a good consolidation around this level can push the 9 moving average above the VWAP. And that area will be a definite buy because it's coming off 2 support lines basically. So this area right here, once the 9 move above this, becomes a really big support area, and it can definitely head a little bit higher. Some stocks tends to be irrational and then just continue and break back like this one, break below it and continue. Pulling back with low volume also. Keeping an eye on BLIN on my other screens. It pulls back, but it seems like it wants to come back higher. Seems like it wants to come back, so we'll see what it wants to do. BLIN is trying to move. 647 is the halt level. 654. If we can move above this area right here, this would be a really good buy indication. They can head a bit higher. It just broke above the VWAP, but it's just holding around this area here. So let's see what it wants to do. Looking at the 5-minute, don't really see a pattern here. Flag, but it push back down to way too much. Pausing for now. As you can see, BLIN got halted. Broke down and then broke back above the VWAP and then just got halted at 670. Opening price around 681. So I'm anticipating for this break of 690 for continuation. So that's what I'm watching for. Resumption time is at 38:19, which is 5 minutes. So we will see what happens. So resumption times in about 19 seconds. Pulling down, buying at 95. So we get continuation. Here comes the push. 14, 20, 633 is the high. Here it goes, 33, 48. Selling some here. Taking all my profits. Beautiful break. Beautiful break. And it's going into a halt again. All right, so right now up $500 for the day. As it halted, I'm pausing for now. All right, so BLIN is set to resume right now. Let's see what happens. 8. It's not breaking 8 yet. Oh, wow. Broke 8 and just continued. I didn't even have a chance to press buy button for that one. Okay, 854 is the high. Okay. It has room to $10. So I'm gonna play the pullback. I'm gonna play the pullback for the next move higher. Just gotta wait, let it consolidate for a little bit. Huge candle when it hit the high right here. Biggest volume of the day. Worth above 2.4 million. So this could be an indication of a reversal. But if not, if it gets back above this 25 level, 20 level, I think I want to be a buyer for the next leg up. Hello there. Let's see with daily profits. And today was a wild day in the markets, I would say. And as you can see, finishing up the day green, made about $747. But after commissions and fees, I only made about $556. But starting the day off was CUEN. Was that my first trade? Let me make sure. No, OCUP. OCUP, I saw a pre-market and I bought it around 731. So when it was hitting these levels, and I only made about 4 cents on it. And I think I got in again when it came back down. And then I bought in on this candle around the 21 for the break of the high, pre-market high. And then I got to push all the way up to 35. And I sold in at 35. And I think that was it for this time because as you can see, it came all the way back down. So there was no movement at all for it. And CUEN. Good news came out of this one. And I was watching it. This one was so frustrating pre-market. I bought CUEN pre-market early and I was expecting breaks. I got in around 813. So let me see. It was around this level I got in. But as you can see, it double top. Make sure. Okay, yeah, I got in around 813, around the 40s level, 544. And then it was moving down. So, I gave it a second and I gave it a second. And then as it was moving up, I bought another 1,000 shares. And as you can see, it didn't break, came all the way back down, and I got stopped out around $5 as it was breaking the VWAP. So basically one loss. And then I got back in again around 528 on this move back around the 520s levels, and I bought an additional 1,000 shares around 530, expecting for this break to take place. And as it did not, so came back and I stopped out at around the $5 mark. So it was really frustrating for me. I bought in around 833 again on this green candle for the push for the break of these highs for continuation. And as you can see, I got stopped out again. So I'm like, wow. So basically at that point, I think I was down maybe around $1,700. And then I gave it a moment. And then as it started pushing back up, I bought in around the 40s levels for confirmation. And it was about to break 50. I bought in 2,000 shares at 50. So, and I sold back, I sold half at 93, half at 6, some more at 614, and I sold my remaining shares at 631, which put me back down around $600 for the day. And after that, I took another trade on CUEN around 902 on this candle here. I bought it at 28 and sold at 38. So there was a nice $100 winner. And then ASTS came in when the market opened. I was watching it pre-market as it was moving, but it didn't have enough volume for me to be interested. But as the market opened, I bought ASTS for the break. I bought it here for the break of 56, and I was expecting, and it did move. It moved all the way to 14, but I was watching for the break of 14, and just one candle, it just pushed all the way down. So basically, I sold break even on that trade, and then BLIN popped. I got into BLIN. I probably would about I got in 1,000 shares with BLIN, and it was around the 938 area on this candle here. bought at 67, sold around 81, and made a little bit of money on it. And then I bought into it again around 939 on this candle, this small little candle here, but it didn't really do anything. So instead of me holding it, and so what I did is I automatically sold it. And as you can see, it dropped all the way to about 560s area, and then it recovered, found support around above the 9 and the VWAP, and then it pushed and got halted. So I was not able to I didn't get into that trade because I was watching ASTS. As ASTS started moving back up, I bought in around the 67 area, around 949 on this candle. I bought around 69, and as you can see, it pushed up. I sold, I think I sold all my shares around, I sold some of my shares at 13, and I sold some at 42. So almost at the top of this candle here, before it pushed down. And that was a good winner, as I made about $568 on that trade there. And then I got into BLIN for the break. Around the 951, I got in on this candle right here. I bought it at 698. As it was trying to break the high, but it didn't hold. So I sold for about a 4-cent profit on this one. And then I lost a little bit of money on OCUP, about $50. Then I got into OCUP again, made about $40 back. So this basically was a break-even trade. And then BLIN popped up again around 1030s. So on this level, 1038. So I saw it popped. I was watching it, and then on my other window. So as soon as I saw this pop, and I see it continuation. So basically, it popped and it got halted right here, and I was looking for open. So as soon as it opened, I pressed the buy button. It broke 7, and I got in with 1,000 shares. So it broke 7, and then got halted at 750 is where I sold all my shares. Something told me to hold it into the halt, but before I didn't want to do that, so I sold all the way before it halted completely. And then as you can see, it opened higher around the 780s and broke 8 and went all the way up to 54. What was the high? Yeah, high was 54 on this candle. And that was it for this one. As you can see, it gave all its gains back. So basically break even on the day, back down again. But so, and then that trade right there put me up for the day, which was around, put me up $556. And then after that, I didn't really see anything else to trade. So I just basically closed down all my windows and said that is it. I'm done. And I'm not taking another trade for the day. It was a big up and down and up day basically. I was down 17, and I made all of it back plus around $700. So basically, it was $2,400 move from the downside to the upside. So never doing that again, because the reason I was so gun ho on CUEN, because I had so much conviction on this pattern that it was doing in the beginning. and I kept getting stop out. So basically, right here was a small A B. So basically A B C D pattern. So the reason I bought here because I was expecting for this pattern to complete itself and continued a bit higher. So it did not. So I got stopped out. All right. So as the so basically what I'm thinking, like, as long as if this stock push back down and come back near this level, then it is almost 80% likely, 80-90% likely it will break and continue higher. And it did, and I bought, and it did not, and it pulled back. So basically what this was doing, it was setting up for a 5-minute ABCD pattern um on the 5-minute. So as you can see, 5-minute was A, B, C, and then D was continuation. So that's exactly what it did on a 5-minute. But if you look in the 1-minute, it didn't look like that in the beginning, but it eventually worked out. And then it's just a longer ABCD pattern. Basically, as you can see here, let me go ahead and do a trend line. So A was right here, okay? B, C with a higher low, and then here goes D. Basically, low, lower high, higher low, and then to the moon it goes. And that's what I was looking for. I was looking for it here with a little bit constricted pattern because I thought it was going to just take off on this green candle, but it did not. And then it finally did consolidate A, B, C, and found support around the VWAP and the moving averages, and this went skyrocket. But I had so much conviction, even though I was down so much, and I told myself, no, this pattern is here and it's going to work. It's a low float, so it can definitely move. And that is exactly what it did. It definitely moved, made most of my profit back, and I was still down about 638 because I did take some profit around most of my profits around the 6 area. But at the end of the day, finished green, so that is good. So thank you so much. Please share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So basically the account is up around 3184. When you add about $500 to it, it'll be up around 3,700 tomorrow. So be able to buy more shares, but I'm going to stick to around the 1,000 share with 2,000 share marks. When I see a good pattern, I definitely want to size up a little bit more. So maybe with 2,000 shares. And then most of my trades are going to be around 1,000 to 2,000 shares, basically, starting from now. When I see a good pattern, I'll definitely get in with around 2,000 shares to take advantage of it. But it just depends on the stock and how it's moving. Thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow and have a good night.